Welcome back to my channel. Today I've got quite a different video to normally. We're going to be doing a recipe video, which I don't do a lot of on my channel, but if you've been following me on Instagram, you've probably become very annoyed at my constant veganuary posting on my stories. So basically me and my boyfriend have decided to do dry veganuary, which means that we're both having, you know, the most miserable month of our entire lives. We're not having any meat, dairy, any animal products whatsoever, and also no wine or beer, which is just tragic. But veganuary is actually the more enjoyable side of it for me. It's giving me something to really look forward to in the evenings. I've got like the whole month's worth of meals listed out. I've got all of the ingredients that I want. I'm really looking forward to the evening so I can start cooking dinner now, just because it's so different to what we would normally be making. But we usually eat meat. We usually eat like a lot of meat and a lot of cream, and I would say that we have like a creamy pasta at least once a week using an entire pot of double cream, which is like horrendous now I think about it, but it's definitely something that we've been missing since we've been doing veganuary. So we wanted to try to create the most convincing creamy pasta that we could using only vegan products, and I think for me I really wanted it to be made as similarly as possible. I did spend a lot of time researching vegan creamy pastas on YouTube, and I got a lot of cauliflower being boiled to a mush and then like mushed up, cashews being like blended and soaked and things, and for me that isn't easy and that doesn't feel very appealing to someone who eats meat and dairy usually. So I really wanted to try and recreate a recipe that felt like what I would normally make as a meat eater, and I think it turned out really well. So without further ado, I'm gonna go through the recipe now. I made it last night, I ate it last night, I took video of it, and I'm doing it now so that the taste and the making of the dish is like fresh in my mind. So here is how I made this dish. So it's really simple, you don't actually need too many ingredients, but the main things are the Oatly Whippable double cream style product, and then we've also got the This Isn't Bacon, which is absolutely amazing, but those are the two vegan things. So I just heat up some olive oil in a saucepan, and I'm getting my onion and my garlic sauteing in there. And then we've got the This Isn't Bacon, and honestly they do look very suspicious. They kind of look like anchovies to me, but I'm basically gonna slice those up into little bacon sliced chunks as if I was making a real bacon pasta. And on the other saucepan I've got my broccoli just simmering away. But I'm gonna fry these in with the garlic and the onion, and you'll see after about 5 or 6 minutes they go like a really nice golden brown colour, and they kind of look like bacon. I would say that that's quite convincing to me. And then I'm just going to set those ingredients to one side in a bowl, so the broccoli, the bacon, the onions, and then I'm going to start on my sauce. So this is the Oatly Whippable oat, I don't even know what they're calling it, creamy oat. And they say to use it like a double cream, so I'm basically going to dump this in the same pan that I have my onion and my garlic in, as I would if I was doing a creamy pasta. And then I'm going to throw some, this cheese is marketed as being really good at melting, but we actually had to add some other cheese as well to try and give it a little bit more colour and a little bit more flavour, because we found that the melty cheeses that are vegan are quite mild. And then it still didn't look convincing enough for me, so I thought that some nutritional yeast would add to a little bit of the thickness and a little bit of the colour. And we're just whisking that up as we would with a normal double cream cheesy sauce. I cut up some parsley and threw that in, and I also added just a little bit of oat milk just to thin it out slightly because it was getting quite thick. Then I'm just boiling some spaghetti in a separate pan and starting to slowly add the bacon and the broccoli and the onions into my sauce and giving that a nice stir so it's all combined, ready to throw my spaghetti into. And I think the sauce looks super thick and super creamy, super cheesy. I'm also including some of the pasta water in with the sauce to thin it out again, because it did keep on thickening up. and the starch from the spaghetti will help it be thick but not too thick. And I just think this looks absolutely amazing. I couldn't believe how convincing it looked. I just served it with some extra parsley and some cracked black pepper on top, but it was so delicious, it was so warming, it tasted pretty convincing to me. If I didn't tell someone that this was vegan, they might not actually have known. But to me, this was just one of the most like warming and hearty, and a dish that I really crave. Like week in, week out, I need my pasta fix, otherwise I'm just gonna get a little bit depressed. Me and my boyfriend were sitting eating it and we were enjoying it, but we were saying how, yes, it's quite convincing, yes, it tastes quite creamy, but we were saying it's like you were making the real version with real cream and real bacon, but it's almost like you had turned the flavour scale down like a few notches. It's weird. I think that vegan cheese, it's really good at doing what it does. It does give you a cheesy flavour. I think the smell's a little bit off still, but the cheesy flavour is there, especially if you add in the nutritional yeast. It gives it the colour as well, so it kind of tricks your brain. But vegan cheese, it seems to really struggle to get to like a really mature flavour. So if you just accept that you're having just like a really mildly cheesy pasta sauce, I think it works in my mind. The bacon, the this isn't bacon, we have had it twice so far and we're just over the first week of veganuary. We've had it on a breakfast, like a fry up. We did an entirely vegan fry up and oh my god, I couldn't believe how amazing it was. It really, it's got the texture perfect. It's like a thick rasher of bacon and it's made with pea protein, and I don't know how they've made it so smoky. I think they may have used liquid smoke, but it's absolutely delicious and really convincing in a pasta like that. And actually a lot of garlic baguettes that we served the pasta with, they are made using rapeseed oil and just garlic, so they're not actually naughty and you can actually have them as a vegan. But if you're a long-term vegan, you probably already know that. But I was really super impressed with myself for coming up with this recipe, and I was really impressed with the Oatly Whippable creamy oat product, and I think that we will be using that again because it made it so easy, really easy. I didn't have to faff around making a roux with all vegan products. Literally you can just throw it into a pan, melt some cheese through it, throw some garlic in there, and it works really well. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was useful for you. I hope you like the look of the recipe. I hope you're not sitting there thinking it looks disgusting, because it really wasn't, it was lush. But I hope you enjoyed this video, a little bit different for my channel. Let me know if you make it, and thank you for clicking on my face. I hope you have a lovely day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye!